Asking questions? Can I not? Topic of the day. Asking questions? Like, what? You see, the thing about asking questions, I'm gonna say this, right? Now, Coach Taco and myself, I think throughout our journey so far, we've really begun to pick up a really strong pattern, we're all afraid to ask questions. Yeah, all afraid to ask questions. Now the thing is, why is that? Now you see, I'll speak from my own personal experience. If you're feeling what I'm saying, yeah, at least nod, right? Send me some love, right? Ugh. Yeah, oh boy. Maybe you shouldn't send me some love. Yeah. Okay, so coming back to asking questions, right? So the thing is now is, why is it so hard to ask questions? Now coming back to that story about myself, I was about to share my own personal experiences. You see, when I first started in real estate, and it's coming on to now, how long now? 8 years ago. I remember, I literally had this running through my mind. I always had doubt. Whenever I had a question, I didn't want to ask. I was just like, yeah, I think I shouldn't ask. I think it's rude to ask questions, right? I think it's rude to ask my superior a question. I'm not appreciating, I'm not respecting their privacy. And it even came to a point where, what if I ask a stupid question, So in our experience so far, right, Coach Taco and myself, what we have found is that we find that a lot of real estate agents and negotiators have those same thoughts running through their mind. They're just afraid to ask questions. And so that is what we need to dive a little bit deeper into and figure out. Okay, so figuring it out. So you see now, a lot of this is actually deeply rooted in our upbringing. Yeah, and some of you probably thinking, upbringing, what has that got to do with my career right now? Yes, it's got everything to do with your career right now. It's got to do with what you believe. That's right. Yeah, because what you believe in dictates how you're going to communicate. Yeah, and in this specific context, it dictates whether you're going to be able to ask those questions. Now, questions are so fundamentally important in real estate. Why? Because questions equals communication. That's right. Questions equals communication. If you don't ask questions, the right questions, there is no communication. There's no communication, you can't serve your clients. You can't serve your clients, there's no deal for you. No deal for you, no money for you. No money for you, and you know where that goes. Now, upbringing. So the thing about that is now, you see, a lot of us, especially in Asian families, a lot of us were brought up, very authoritarian kind of families. What I mean by that is, something like this, right? You just do as you're told. Don't ask so much, right? I know, okay? I know. I have had more salt than you've had rice. And those goes in different languages, in Mandarin, Malay, Does this sound a bit familiar? And that's one way of it, right? And then even in school as well. I remember when I was in school, I wanted to ask a, teacher a question. I remember the specific formula, if you remember this, right? Further math. Y equals to mx plus c. Okay, y equals to mx plus c. Y equals to mx plus c, right? And I just did not understand that formula. I kept asking the teacher, why? Why is it like that? It's like that. It's just like that. And I kept asking, why? She lost it. She's like, shh, it's just like that, okay? Just do. And I was like, okay. So much for critical thinking. And that was the truth, and that's literally what happened, right? So that's another thing. We were also brought up in school, and teachers would just say, do as you're told. That's basically the Asian context, right? A lot of us grew up that way. Some of us were even taught this, right? Asking questions equals you looking stupid. What? If I ask a question, it means I'm weak. It means you don't know what you're doing. What? Does that make sense? You see, now these are what we call belief systems, which, what happens inside, and this dictates the way we ask questions. I'm throwing it to you now, right? You know, what is holding you back from asking questions? What are some of these deeper beliefs? I'm giving you some examples, and I think you can probably relate to one or two of them, or maybe all of them, right? But what is holding you back? And the question you should be asking yourself now is, do these beliefs, do they serve you right now? Because if they don't serve you, why are you still holding on to it? There is a saying, I can't remember who said it, the illiterate of the 21st century are those who are unable to unlearn and relearn. Yeah, I'm gonna say that again. The illiterate, that means those who are, classified as the not smart in the 21st century, are those who cannot unlearn and relearn. That's right. Keep that in your mind, right? So, and it's all got to do with our belief systems. And it's coming back to you. So real estate, right? You need that in order to basically grow your business. And that's what it is. It starts by communication. And to communicate, you need to ask the right questions. What questions to ask, you might say? I'm going to give you 3 simple ones, right? Straight to the point. Number 1, if you're meeting a client for the first time, ask them, can I just ask, why are you looking for real estate right now? Whether they want to rent, lease, or to buy. Second one, what must you have in this new piece of real estate? What must you have? The third one, what must you not have in real estate? Now, these 2 questions, you need to make sure you ask them both. Don't ask just one. Yeah? Because what happens when you ask them both? You are helping your client to actually really figure out what they really want. And on top of that, what that's going to do for you, it's going to make things a lot easier for you, because once you get these details, you know what to look for them and what not to look for them. Wouldn't that save you time? Trust us, this is exactly what we do at PropCoach as well. So everybody, look deep into yourself and basically ask yourself, right, do these beliefs actually serve you anymore? Right? Are they holding you back from asking the right questions? I'm giving you the questions. 3 simple questions. Ask them, and I tell you this, your business, you know what? You tell us how you do when you try it. Yeah? So everybody, this is Coach Alex signing out. Remember, power questions, biggest thing you can do for your business right now. Yeah? And as always, we are here for you. You got any questions, you know what to do. Coach Alex signing out.